mustn't be perfect. Just do it. Just do it. Hi, good afternoon, good evening rather, good evening. This is a fantastic evening, Monday. Every Monday we are live on your platform. This is the Rental Income Show, the show where we talk about rental income investment and opportunity for everyone who wants to invest rightly in real estate. Real estate is sweet if you do it right. Now, today on this show, I think this first episode we're going to be going live, and I'm so excited you keeping company with us today. Today we're going to be talking about something very exciting. 4 p.m. every Monday we are live. We are live digging it, doing it, talking about real estate strategies, ideas, complete information, and strategies that will help you to maximize real estate success in your life and help you build an economy of your own. The reason why we talk about real estate investment, talking about from the income producing platform, is because if we grow our own personal economy through real estate, we are going to be able to build a success in our adventure in our nation. And that is one of the major reasons why I come every Monday, or coming every Monday to you, just to be able to show you how you can do real estate right. A lot of people are not doing real estate right. People have lost money in a bid to trying to invest in real estate. People have lost their assets. Also, they have also lost their hard-earned money in a bid to trying to make money from real estate investment. So this platform will provide you the opportunity for you to do real estate right. So here we're going to be doing into our discussion today. How do I get started investing in real estate? What are the three ways or the ways to investing in real estate effectively? What are the ways to maximizing success? What are the ways to expanding your horizon with real estate? How do you do real estate right? How do you conquer the demons in real estate? How do you conquer? How do you take up opportunities in the real estate market? Because you need to know what category you need to play in. You need to know the various categories within the real estate market so that you can fully maximize success. We're going to go in on a short break, and when we return, we're going to be going to digging it and explaining how that works. See you very soon. It mustn't be perfect. Just do it. Don't do it too much. We are sharing ideas on how you can start investing in real estate. 3 ways investing in real estate. I want to bite my tongue. 3 ways you can invest in real estate and how you can maximize success with real estate. Adishabe is looking at me. Adishabe is wondering what is this man talking about today. So we're talking about the 3 ways how you can invest in real estate and how you can take up real estate opportunity. Some of my guys, somebody is eating behind us here. What's his name?
Ola.
No, it's eating. Don't mind me. It's eating that. And it's affecting my nose. Don't mind me. So today we're talking about the 3 ways you can invest in real estate and how you can use real estate to be in any of these 3 categories that you may like. So first of all, the number 1 way is that, first of all, a lot of people are buyers and sellers when it comes to real estate. They buy and they sell. Those people are people that we call property traders. Who is a trader? I'm going to be using the dictionary in a way so that I don't go out of context. I'm going to be using the dictionary, so I'm going to be giving us a dictionary meaning of how it works. I would like you guys to also help me out. Get yourself laptops. So that we can use. So that you guys are supposed to communicate with me. That's just the idea. So we're going to be going into dictionary. So just find the dictionary meaning of these 3. 1 is the trader, the hacker, and the developer. Yeah, thank you so much. So we're looking at the three. The threes are the traders, the developer, and the hackers. Number one, here I have here. Is anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody? Yeah. So we're looking at the trader. Number one, the trader. The trader is in this reading from here. The trader is an individual who engages in the buying and selling of goods, currency, or shares. Let me repeat that. A trader is an individual who engages in the buying and selling of goods, currency, or shares. Somebody who engages, an individual who engages in the buying or selling shares, currency, goods, products. About depends on the fact that the price will appreciate. That the price will go up, it will go up one day. So it's looking out for maybe the next 10 years before he can make money from the property. Or he buys a property and he shapes and he gives it, he flips the property, giving it a good look and a good shape, and then he sells that property. That is the first way, that is the first person, that's the first category a lot of people start from. And that is the mistake that a lot of people are also making when they're buying properties. Because we have more traders in town, a lot of people are losing money in the real estate game. Now, because you know what? You speculating cannot help you maximize success in your real estate adventure. So that's why a lot of people will lose money. Why? Because you are not expecting that you should make money today. You are expecting that you should make money when you should make money tomorrow. You are speculating when you should make money. You are speculating based on appreciation. You are hoping to make money. You are not making money correctly. So that is the category that a lot of people are in. The function of a trader in real estate is to seek for property for profit from price fluctuation. I buy a property maybe this year, maybe 10 years ago, 2007, and at maybe 7 million naira. Then I keep the property. I hold on to that property. I wait for that property to appreciate in 2015. So I want to sell it for maybe about 20 million naira. That is who a trader, that's what a trader does. That's what a trader does. That's why some people also do trading for commission. They sell property so that they can earn commission. So most of the agents you see in town, what are they? They are traders. They are brokers. They broker deals. They broker deals. They are dealers. They make money from brokering the deal. That is not the free way for the rich. What do you do? What do you now do is that you now go, that is not a good strategy for anybody who wants to make money from real estate investment. So a lot of people are losing money because why? They are property traders. They are not what? They are not property, they are not real-time investors. They are not going beyond this trading thing. They are just focusing on just one aspect of the deal. Number two, the second one is what? The second one is the developer. Who is a developer? We are going to go, who is a technology developer. Who is a developer? We have the website guy here. Who is a developer? Who is a developer?
I just create something from the scratch. Like for example now, when you're a developer, a building developer, is the one that, let's say you just have a land. He's the one that look at, okay, how this house is going to go on the land, start plan it out on the ground, following the plan that is already developed. So it's like the person that transfer from the paper to the real life.
Okay. You are very correct. But I also like maybe I will use the technological meaning of a developer to be able to facilitate our discussion. A developer is somebody who is in the technological term. A developer is an individual that is responsible for programming codes that tells how a website functions. He is the one who dictates how the website will function. What does it do? It works with programming codes. We don't understand, not every one of us don't understand programming codes. But it works with codes, it works with information, it works with data that helps to determine how a website will look like. So if a website is bad, it is because the developer used a bad program. Do you understand? Now the major where people get it wrong is this. In real estate, a property developer is someone who develops housing unit that tells us how a property will function. A developer is somebody who develops housing units in real estate that tells us how a property will function. Now let's just imagine that, okay, you have a plot of land somewhere. You have a plot of land, and you know what? You are looking at, okay, what do I do with this particular property? Now you can do a lot of things with that property. I just sat down yesterday, Sunday evening, and some thoughts were just flowing on what I could do with a plot of land. I realized that I could have 32 units of a mini flat, of a self-contained, on a property that is just going to be a 3-story building. Why? What am I at that particular stage? When I implement those things, it makes me what? A property developer. Now, for a developer, what do? You will need to have some deep kind of pocket. For a developer, what you do is that you give functionality to the property. So the property is just there. That is why you find out that there are certain kinds of people who have good properties within good location, but because they don't know how to operate on, they don't know how to give that property a good function. What happens at the end of the day is that they are not able to fully maximize the property in itself. Now, basically, I would like to take some of the questions, some of those of you who are probably watching us on the various social media platforms, on our platform, the YouTube channel. I would like to see your comment below. I will even respond to some of your questions and some of your comments. For those of you watching on the social media platform, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and then Twitter. For those of you who are watching, I would like to also get your comments and see how we are faring. So in the course of this, we'll be able to answer some of those questions. I would like to see your comments, please. Now, the idea for this is, as a developer, you are the one who gives functionality to a property. A property is worthless. That is why you find out that there are some properties within a particular market, within maybe the city center. They are in good location, but that location, that property is not having full value. It's not getting good value for itself. A lot of people on a daily basis are missing out on good deals because they are not acting as developers. That's why you find out that some landlords are very broke. They have good properties in city centers, but they are not thinking like property developers. What they have? They still have this trading mentality. That is why some of them, will still find out that they are still broke. Why? Because they are not thinking like what a developer. A developer can see a functionality outside of that property. That's why selling places, they are having good event centers and they are prospering without Windows event centers. Why? Because they are thinking of what the functionality that property can have. So for some people, what the missing link for them is that they are missing out on good deals. Why? Because they are not thinking like developers. So the third one, which is also the last one, is the hacker. I love this one so much. I love this one so much because it gives you an opportunity for you to invest in an exciting deals without actually using all of your money. Who is the hacker? Hacker, internet guys. My social media guys, what are you guys doing?
There are special programs that hacks into that breaks into other people.
They break into your website. They break into your password. They break into they have unauthorized access to what? They have unauthorized access to your information and to your data. That's what your hacker is. They are unauthorized. You did not give them, but they have it. They break into your system. They break into a particular market. They break into it. Now why? They are unauthorized to invest in. A property hacker is somebody who is unauthorized to invest in somewhere like Lekki. His money should be able to buy him the property in Mowe. His money should buy him the property where? A property in Simawa, a property in Agbara. But you know what? He's hacking into the property deal in Bagada, in Maryland. Oh, we are back. We are sharing ideas. In Yaba, in Victoria Island, in Ikoyi, in Lekki, he's hacking into those areas. Why? He's unauthorized. He doesn't have all the capacity, all the money to be able to function within that aspect. But you know what? He's not bothered about it. What is he doing? He's hacking into that kind of environment. It has been rigged. Let me explain to you. Most of us, we have been rigged out from the exciting deals. Some people, you know that you cannot, the way you currently are, you may not even be able to invest in good deals, in good high income areas, in exciting deals, a property that has good yields and good investment and all of that. You are being rigged out on a daily basis. But you know what? For you to be able to function effectively, you must do what? You must act as a property hacker. Hacking a property is not a bad deal. Probably maybe in the technological field it is bad. But in the real estate market, it is not bad. Why? Because you are exploring opportunities with the resources that you have. So how do you hack into a deal? A property hacker is somebody who comes maybe together with a group of people. He uses leverage to be able to assess certain kinds of deal. He has a deal, maybe it will take him like 60 million naira to invest in somewhere in Yaba. He doesn't have 60 million naira. What does he do? He collaborates with maybe 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 persons. And what they do, they pull in funds together and they invest in real estate. Excuse me. Now, a lot of people, that is the way that some of these people make their investment. I was discussing with a group of people yesterday, and some people said, you know what, I want to be able to earn 250% return on investment, but I have 200,000 naira. And I looked at them, and they also looked at me, and they were like, oh, they only have, and what they can only invest in that kind of property is that they must have about 700, and they must have about 3.5 million naira together. Now, if you are going to divide that all together, and somebody has, let us even imagine that they are going to put down 350,000 naira. That means it will require them for 10 of them to come together, putting what 350,000 naira together. Now, instead of me using 350,000 naira to buy a property where maybe in the zoo, in the jungle, in the field, what do? I can take that fund. What do? I hack into a particular deal in Yaba, in Okota, in Sulure. And you know what? And get good returns within 1 year. I can get about 250% within 1 year, or get about 200% within 1 year. That is one of the ways people are hacking into certain kind of property. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you will need to have all the money to participate in certain kinds of investment. And that is what I do. That is what I basically help people to do. Individuals who are ordinary, who do not have capacity to be able to build serious wealth. One of the things we do is that we help them to be able to build. Generate income from this particular aspect, and that's just what we basically do as a company. So if you also want to invest with me within that capacity, hacking into a good rental investment, that is what you should be doing as a property hacker. I don't advocate anybody who functions as a trader. Why? Because trading means that you are running at a risk. You are running a risk. Because what the value of maybe 200,000 naira will be this year, it's not going to be the same. First of all, because of inflation. Number two, you're also going to be depending on what you need to be able to live today. I advocate that people invest for income, into an income producing asset, an asset that gives you money on a regular basis. I know a lot of people have lost money in the time past. Why? Because they are dependent on trading. Instead of them depending on what? Instead of them depending on investing effects properly. So a lot of people are losing money. Why? Because they are not looking at putting their money into an income producing asset, an asset that will give them good returns on their investment. I wish I was going to break now. So let's go on break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the show.
Audio Jungle.
We're back, and we are going to wrap up the show. I want to appreciate those of you that have been commenting, that we are seeing your comment on this platform. I appreciate you. For those of you who would like to call us, maybe when we're on the show, the number to call is 07000237464. 07000237464. If you call us, we're going to be, if you call us and we're able to answer, you're able to access us, we're able to answer some of your questions and be able to get you to get involved in our discussion. We're discussing the 3 ways of investing in real estate. You invest as what? As a trader, one. You can invest as a developer, and you also invest what? As a property hacker. hacking the property. I like that one. You can invest, and that's the best way. That is the way of leverage. That is the new way of investing in real estate. I don't necessarily have to have 100% of the money. I don't necessarily have to have 100% of the property. I need to just have maybe just 5%, just 2%, 3%, 20%. Somebody has bigger money, let the person invest in that kind of deal. Somebody has big deals, and that's one of the things. That's one of the things that's currently on ground right now. That's why that is how you can also own a property without. You can invest in a property without owning a property. That's because by hacking into a property, so you see an exciting deal, probably maybe a 32-story apartment, a 32-unit apartment of 3 bedrooms. You can invest into that kind of portfolio, and guess what? You can get good returns. The same kind of percentage that the rich will get is what you also get. But you know what? The rich will not want you to invest in their kind of investment. That's why I think the guy Robert Kiyosaki came up with a book called "What the Rich Invest in That the Poor Will Not Invest In." The rich will not invest in bushes. They are going to give them properties in bushes. Dangote will not buy a property in Ibejuleki. The Lagos State government gave him the property in Ibejuleki. So the rich will not invest in certain kind of portfolio. What they will do is that the government or the people around will give them those kind of property. But if Dangote were to buy a property, do you know where he's going to buy his property? He's going to buy a property in BI. He's going to buy a property in Surulere, in Yaba. He's going to buy a property in areas that have good rental value. And that's what you need to also be putting your money into. And that is the kind of game that you should also be playing. Because for you to be able to enjoy success in whatever you're doing, you need to be able to invest in the kind of portfolio that the rich invest in. That has been the package. I see some of your comments. I'm going to be reading it after. I'm going to be able to discuss as we go on. So thank you for the comment. We see the comment. God bless you. We're seeing the comment. God bless you. Till we're going to end the show right away. Right? We're going to end the show. This is the first edition where we're running the live. I would like you if you have questions, just keep the question flowing. Just keep commenting. For those of you who are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, I'd like to invite you to go to our YouTube channel. It is Apping TV. Apping TV. Subscribe to that to the YouTube channel so that you can always get notification. You should not just get notification after we have posted it. You should get notification as we are running, so you can be part of it. You can know there's joy, there's this energy that seeps through you when you are part of a game. So this is a game, and this is the rental income show, and that is what we have for that's the package for today. Till I come your way again next week. Tomorrow we're going to be live again to discuss on another platform, and we'll be sharing lovely insight and lovely ideas on how you can prosper in this economy. Till I come your way again next time, my name is Chudi Kalu. Stay rich and free. Adios.
Audio Jungle.